A magnetic storm swept across the North Sea. Flight 3117 shook violently as red warning lights blazed across the cockpit. Radar interference severed communication with ground control. The pilot called out, "Control, this is Flight 3117. Do you copy?" Silence. Then a strange signal crackled through the headset. "Identify yourself." No one understood the flashing code appearing on the screen near seat 7C. A woman with light brown hair and a gray jacket calmly stood up. "That's not a radar code," she said. "That's modified Morse." She stepped into the cockpit, her voice steady. "Viper actual. Civilian aircraft confirmed. Cease fire outside." Outside, a formation of F-16s froze mid-maneuver. The call sign Viper had not been heard since the day its creator vanished from the sky. Anna Lackler, 28, French, with long brown hair and gray-blue eyes, had once been a signal translator for NATO's elite Viper unit. After Operation Mirage, 7 years earlier, she left the military, after losing her partner. Viper 3. A pilot who sacrificed himself during the final mission. Anna rebuilt her life in Paris, teaching sign language and translating military documents for civilian use. On this day, she boarded Flight 317 from Paris to Oslo to present a new Morse-based signal translation technology. No one on the plane knew who she had once been. As the aircraft crossed the North Sea, the radar flickered. "Magnetic interference," the pilot muttered. Then a signal appeared, 3 characters. OSP. Anna froze. Operation Spectre Protocol. A code only the Viper unit had ever known. Memories flooded back. The interference, the radio cutting out, Laurent's voice vanishing mid-sentence. "If anyone hears this code, translate it into light, not bullets." She touched the silver necklace engraved V3 and stood. "If I don't act," she said quietly to the crew, "we will be shot down." Inside the cockpit, systems failed as the storm intensified. GPS and NATO communications collapsed. 2 dots appeared on radar, F-16 interceptors. Anna activated an old auxiliary frequency. "Viper actual. Civilian craft confirmed." The fighters halted. A young pilot responded, "Repeat your call sign." "Viper Protocol Alpha." At Oslo Control Center, Commander Jean Dupont looked up in shock. "That voice, Anna. I'm just translating for the sky, Commander." Flight 317 was escorted out of the interference zone. Then another signal broke through. "SOS, modified." "It's a distress call," Anna said. "From someone using a decommissioned Viper protocol." The source was the open sea. Search and rescue was dispatched. Minutes later, the radio crackled. "One survivor." Manual Morse signal. Message reads, "Viper 3 requesting extraction." Anna's world stopped. That was impossible. Viper 3 had died 7 years ago. Or so they thought. The helicopter confirmed pickup. 1 male survivor. Hypothermic, but alive. When asked his name, he said only one word. Viper. Anna collapsed into tears. The sky still had secrets. At Oslo Air Base, Commander Dupont stood waiting as the rescued man stepped forward. "Identify yourself." The man straightened. "Lieutenant Laurent Mercier." Viper 3. Dupont's hands trembled. "You've been dead for 7 years." "I've been surviving for 7 years," Laurent replied. Captured by rogue military contractors, held in offshore black sites, tortured for the Viper protocols, he never broke. 3 days ago, he escaped. He broadcast the only signal he knew Anna would recognize. When Flight 317 landed, Anna remained seated. Then the intercom crackled. "Miss Lackler, please remain on board. Someone is here to see you." At the bottom of the stairs stood Laurent. Older, scarred, alive. They ran into each other's arms. "I'm here," he whispered. "I'm real." The truth emerged. The strange aircraft approaching Flight 317 had belonged to the same contractors, trying to silence Laurent permanently. But Anna had unknowingly activated a hidden failsafe, a subroutine she and Laurent had created years ago. It automatically transmitted hostile GPS data to NATO. The sky protected its own. Anna returned to Paris and reopened her language school. She added a new course. Morse of the Heart. Not for soldiers, but for teachers, doctors, aid workers. Because communication should build bridges, not weapons. 1 year later, she received a photo. The F-16 pilot standing in formation, holding a banner. "Thank you, Viper, for teaching us to listen." Anna smiled. They say war needs guns. But sometimes, a language spoken with kindness can save the whole world.